Hello everyone. Today's video is about blocked credit, section 17 subsection 5 of CGST Act. So blocked credit includes a list of goods and services that are purchased but we do not get an ITC on such purchases. Majorly we can classify these into four categories. Such goods and services will not get any ITC, like things that are used for personal purpose. We do not get an ITC. Things not purchased for further sale. Any purchases made for the development of an immovable property, and purchases like towers and pipelines, etc. We do not get an ITC on this. So these are the major categories on which no ITC is available. Now one by one we will come to the negative list of ITC. First is specified passenger motor vehicles, vessels and aircrafts. If we purchase any of the vehicles, we do not get an ITC on it. But there are four exceptions for it. If you are purchasing a passenger vehicle for transport of goods or for transport of services like taxis, cabs, or vehicle is purchased for further supply of such vehicles, like we are purchasing the vehicle for further sale of it, or we have purchased the same for imparting training like driving schools, etc. These four categories will get ITC. Other than that, no ITC is available on purchase of motor vehicles, vessels and aircrafts. Second, we have food and beverages, outdoor catering, beauty treatment, health services, cosmetic and plastic surgery. These categories do not have the option of ITC credit available. For example, but there are a few exceptions to this as well. Like if the inward service and the outward service is same. For example, if you are purchasing food, if an automobile company is purchasing food, so the inward supply for this company is of food, but the outward service is of cars. In this case, ITC will not be available. Second case is if Reliance Fresh is purchasing fruits, etc., that is food items, and the output or the outward service supply is also of the same nature. In this case, ITC will be available to Reliance Fresh. One more exception to this category is composite supply. For example, an aircraft is selling tickets, and along with tickets, it is selling food and beverages. So in this case, it is a composite supply of ticket with beverages or foods, etc. In such a case, ITC option will be available. The aircraft owners will be able to take ITC on the supply of food and beverages, since it has been done under a composite supply. Next category is membership fee and travel benefits to employees. If a company has taken any membership on behalf of the employees, for example, of a gym or a club for recreation or stuff like that, no ITC is available to the company on the payment of such fees. Next, insurance, servicing, repair and maintenance of vehicles, aircrafts and vessels. Any payment of insurance, any repair and maintenance done on the vehicles, etc. No ITC is available, since the purchase of motor vehicles was only in the negative list. Any expenses done on those motor vehicles is also in the negative list. Next, Works contract services when supplied for construction of an immovable property. First of all, what is works contract? Works contract is anything which involves labor and material. So when labor and material is purchased by a works contractor for a building or a factory or any other immovable property, such purchases are not applicable for ITC. However, if such labor and material has been used by the work contractor for plant and machinery, for the development of a plant and machinery, ITC is available in this case. This is an exception. So any labor and material used by a works contractor for making of a building or a factory or any other immovable property, construction of any other immovable property, ITC is not available on such items. But if the same is used for the construction of a plant and machinery, ITC is available. Next. 6th point. Goods or service on which tax has been paid under Section 10, that is under composition scheme. So any individual who is opting for the composition scheme under GST, he cannot claim ITC on purchases done by him. Since they do not issue a tax invoice, they issue a bill of supply, ITC is not available to them. 7th point. Goods or services received by a taxable person, which are used or intended to be used for activities relating to his obligations under corporate social responsibility. So, any purchases that a taxable person is doing for activities revolving around the corporate social responsibility, these are not available for ITC. Since CSR activities itself are excluded from the normal course of business, so the CSR activities are not a part of business purposes. 8th point. Any goods or services that are used for personal consumption are outside the purview of ITC. For example, I purchase anything for my personal use, any household goods or any household items, I cannot claim ITC for such goods. 9th. Goods lost, written off, destroyed, damaged or stolen. So any goods that have been lost or that are damaged goods, I have done purchases and those goods are not in proper condition or they're damaged or in future they are stolen or destroyed, I cannot claim ITC on such items. However, ITC we claim when we have done the purchases and such a instance occurs afterwards. So I will have to reverse my ITC in my 3B return on such goods. 10th. Goods disposed of by way of gift or free samples. Any articles that in a business also I am giving away as a free gift or as a free sample to customers or to anyone, I cannot claim ITC on those particular items. 11th point. Tax paid under Section 74, 129, 130, fraud, confiscation, etc. So, any cases where tax had been evaded or tax had not been paid with the intention to evade tax, ITC cannot be claimed on such items. ITC thereon has been prohibited. Next. Goods or services received by a non-resident taxable person. If a non-resident taxable person purchases any goods or services, he cannot claim ITC on such purchases. However, he can claim ITC on goods imported by him. This is an exception. Only ITC is available on imports done by him. Other than that, no ITC is available to him. That's all for today. Thank you.